Oh, I made it to the greenhouse. I had to shovel a path through the snow. Cold out here. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's too dang cold. My toes are cold. Hey, if you guys are interested in growing grapes in a greenhouse, I really recommend it. It's my 3rd year that I've been growing grapes in this greenhouse, and man, every year it gets better and better. It's exciting to watch these grapes grow. These are Pinot Noir, and it's not that hard, really. It's not that hard. You start your vine, you get it up to wherever you want your cordon tied on to a stabilizer, and then just go from there. It's super easy. Give yourself 2 buds every winter, cut it off, get rid of all the dead wood, and it's super easy. Grapes are super fun, whether you're going for table grapes or whether you're going for wine grapes. It's pretty fun. Made 2 bottles last year. 2 bottles the first year. We just opened the first bottle from year 1, and it wasn't bad. It was a little bit more of a rosé, but it wasn't bad. Came out at like 11% alcohol. Not super high content, but it's very flavorful, pretty good. I think last year's bottles is going to be even better, but we're going to wait till next Christmas. We'll pop that one, see how it is. But we're going to cut some of these now. Let's get going. Okay, you can see my vine that's coming up here. Hits my cross member here, and I've tied it up very loosely. It's not choking it or anything, but these spurs that are coming up need to come off. And right in here, let me show you. See how many buds we have coming off? We have one that's right on the main cordon itself. And then this is where I cut it last year. You can see that cut line right there, and this new spur came off this cut line right there. I can cut it back here, but I think I'll leave that cut. There's one right there, and we're gonna come right above this one, right here. We're gonna cut that. Same with, I don't like the way that this one next to it is coming off the back. I don't like that one at all, so I'm gonna take that one all the way back. We'll come around the back side here. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. I've got a bud on the back here that you can't see, it's hidden. And then the next one up is right here. So we're gonna cut right here. And then the new stuff will come off of this. Now this one starts underneath, and I'm gonna get rid of this one because it's coming up too close to the plastic here. So we're gonna come back in here, right to the base. Cut that one out. I don't like them going up and behind. Puts pressure on. Let me turn you around so you can see this one. This next one. Here's last year's. Cut it off here. And I chose this one down below. So we will stick with this one, this new one, and we'll cut it here. It doesn't take very long, and I've got a couple of feet done. I've got these things spaced out about every 6 inches, and you really don't want any closer than 6 inches. That's why we take the ones that are on the back side and pinch those off. I'll hit this one. Here's last year's, and it took off here, and it's getting a little bit too far out, so I'm going to take it back to last year's. I'm going to take it off of this one here. It's on the bottom one though. I really don't like it to have to come up and around like this one did, coming around the bottom. I'd rather have it coming out the top, but I'll leave these 2 right here. And if this one that's closer to the cordon takes off and does a little bit better, then we'll choose this one here, but we're gonna cut it right here. Grab these 2 right here, right there. That was that one. This is our end, right here. It's the end of our first vine. We got 4 feet coming this way, 4 feet going that way. Vine comes up and splits. So we are gonna go right here. End of our first vine. This is the end of our second vine, which starts down there. This was last year's, and I took this one way back here, and we are going to continue with this one here. Here's our first one. Here's our second bud. It's very small. The second bud is very small down here. We're going to grab it. This one here is one right up against. We'll take that one from down below, right there. I generally like 2 buds, sometimes 3. Sometimes 3 buds. We'll go in a little bit here. You can see my tie, these strings I just used to keep the vines back and upright. And it's just a string, it's just a vinyl nylon string. We'll take the first one, second one right there. All right, right there. It's not very hard once you do it a few times. You can really easily see where you're going to make your cuts. It's not too hard to distinguish where you're going to make your cuts. You can see the buds, they're starting to fluff out, look like little tiny cotton balls. And right, there's my first bud here. There's one here, and there's one on the back side. So there's 2 down here that we'll probably have to snub off in the springtime, but we're gonna take that one right there. You can see it's still green in the tip. It's still got some live wood going through. They would make excellent cuttings. Right here, there's one here, one here. Take that one. Get rid of this one. We don't want that one there on the bottom. You see this one here comes from down below. I already have this cross member. I don't want that one. I should have snubbed that one out earlier on. So we're gonna go right close. This one over here, still loose. Yeah, right there. All right, let's continue. Right there, right there. Right there. Get around here. You can see the focus. See how they look like little tiny cotton ball buds? That's what we're cutting right above that. I want to smush them in with concrete. All right, this is looking a lot better. A lot better. This one goes behind this purlin. I don't like it like that. Don't like it when they go behind. We're gonna cut it off close. This one. Choose one close. That one. Choose that one. So look at this one, went all the way across. Crazy how fast they grow. I mean, crazy. All that growth is 1 year. I cut them back just like this every year, every year. And every year, they put on huge amounts of growth. Look at this side. I've got this vine coming out of the ground down there. There's some leaves around it, so you can't really tell. But it comes up, and that was a 1 year vine from last year. It wasn't doing so well. And I have it split. This year, we're going to use this vine for my cordon. And I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and get rid of this 3-year-old cordon. Cut it all down. Because I really need that one to be my new leader, my new cordon. So, coming out, and then this one's gonna go this way. So I really, unfortunately, coming back to this one right here, this is my, right there. This is my new vine that's coming this way, and I really need it to stop at 4 feet. I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet. I might try 1 more year and take it back to here and just let this one go that way. Just for 1 more year, I think that's what I'll do. So let me get rid of this geranium pot. So this is gonna be my last one right here. And all of that's gonna go. Gotta do it. It will grow. I'm not too concerned. There's my 2. Here's my 2. I'm just gonna leave this one to be my future cordon. They don't have spikes up yet. They'll come this year. So we're waiting on those. Meanwhile, I gotta get rid of this one over here. We're gonna take this one down carefully. So here's this one, I'm gonna come up here. And we're just gonna put it in here. There's that. Get rid of this thing. All right, we'll go around this and do some figure 8s so it can stay loose. And we'll come up, tie this thing off. There. Keeps it loose. It's not tight on there. That's loose there. We could do one right here, but it seems okay for now. I could probably put one, I think I will, over here against this one. We'll go over here now. Catch this one. There we go. There. That'll be my new cordon for this year. And as these little buds start to come up, I'll keep these about 6 inches apart. And that'll be my new one. Take that one. 1, 2, right there. 2, right there. Right there. Right here. That'll be the end. And get rid of this one. We'll take it there. All right. There we go. On a better day, I got this pile of debris that's gonna get burned. Got a pile there. I've got a pile there. Take it to the burn pile. So I hope that answered some questions for you. I hope it was a little bit helpful. That's just what I got going on with my 3-year-old grapevines, my Pinot Noir grapevines in the greenhouse. Washington State on the western side, not the eastern side. It's cooler temperatures over here. Eastern side, they grow a lot of Cab, a lot of Merlot, a lot of Zinfandel. not so much over here. On this side, you're gonna get, you know, mostly table grapes people are growing in their backyard. We don't really grow grapes for wine over here on this side. But these Pinots, they like it a little colder. That's why they grow them down in western Oregon, which has got some really good weather for Pinot. All right, you guys have a good day. Oh, those are some old grapes down my neck.